what's up? What is going on, family? Guys, look, I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited that you guys are watching this video right now. Obviously, if you are looking to really take your business from where it is right now to where it is that you want to be. So in this short video, I want to make it super simple for you to understand how to come into this company as a brand new affiliate and how to launch your business. Now, understand this, launching your business, more than the physical side, it really is a mental state of mind. When we come into this thing, man, I always tell people, hey, look, listen, you want to have the YOLO mentality. And I know a lot of people here, you're probably hearing YOLO, and we're all used to YOLO. You only live once. But here, we switch it up, man. We get fired up, we get excited, and we understand mentally that you only launch once. Now, obviously, when you hear you only launch once, we know that some of you may be coming into this thing and you may have been in this industry before. You may have done multiple different companies. You may have had multiple people already tell you no, and you're like, man, I missed out on my chance. I missed out on my opportunity to launch this business. If that's you, I'm here to tell you once again that that is not true. You have to understand YOLO is a mentality. And what we mean by that is that if you're going to launch your business, you want to go in with the all or nothing mentality, the all or nothing mindset, saying that this is it right here, right now. We're going in YOLO. You only launch once. Now, there's 3 steps that I need everyone here to follow if you plan on taking your business from zero to hero, from 0 to 100K, to super affiliate, right, to master affiliate. If you really want to grow this thing out, then there's one step that you have to absolutely, before you touch anything else in the back office, understand, is that you need to know why it is that you're doing this business. Now, I know from some of you here that may sound cliche, right? That may be something that in the back of your mind, you're like, oh yeah, I already know why I'm doing this. But the thing is that a lot of the times when I ask people, why are you doing this business? Most people really don't have a strong enough why to keep them going, right? I ask, why are you doing this? And people say, well, I just want to make a little extra money. I just want to try it out. I want to see if the products work, and maybe if I get excited about that, maybe we'll go out and we'll make something happen. I want to quit my job. Well, you have to understand this, guys. How you do anything is how you do everything. And if you guys really want to grow this thing, here's what it is, man. There's a reason why that if we're looking in the world, if we look all around us, vast majority of people just never achieve what it is that they want to achieve. Vast majority of people are not successful. There's only a small portion of people in the world that are successful. And the difference is the determining factor, the reason why it is that we do it. Now, we also, I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably have heard before that, we've heard of stories of people that may have had to hit rock bottom before they actually skyrocket and catapult their way to success. And the reason being is because the why, it was strong. It was no longer something that they wanted to do. It was something that they needed to do. So when you guys are thinking about why it is that you're in this business, why it is that you need to go 10K, why it is that you need to go 50K, to go 100K, to go super or master affiliate, it has to be something so much more than just money. Because the truth of the matter is that everybody in the world wants to make more money. Some of the richest people in the world still want to make more money. But again, there's a reason why everyone wants it and only few actually get it. And it's that strong determining why. Your why has to be something that hurts you. It has to be something that in business or in life in general, you have to understand you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have the really good times where you're excited and you're motivated and you just can't wait to hit the field. But you're also going to have the times where you're questioning yourself and you're wondering, is this thing even worth it? Am I really going to get to that level? Can I achieve the level of success that all these people around me are achieving? And when you hit those bottoms, your why should be the thing that pushes you to say, snap out of it, because I'm not just doing this for me. I have a greater purpose. I'm doing this for the people around me, and there's people that depend on me. So I always like to tell people, when you're thinking about your why, don't think about what it is that you want in life. Think about what it is that you don't want in life. Because those non-wants, those disgusts that you have, that's what's going to push you forward. That's what's going to keep you motivated. People say all the time, Rico, how do you stay so fired up, man? How do you stay motivated all the time? How are you always grinding and you're always working and you're always getting on the calls and doing what it is that you have to do? It's because of the disgust that I never want to go back to. I remember when I made the decision that I would never be broke again. I made the decision to remove my family out of poverty. When I made that decision, it wasn't the thought of, hey, I want to be rich. It wasn't the thought of, hey, I want to make a bunch of money. That wasn't the thing. What it was I was sick and tired of sleeping in my car. I was sick and tired of Ubering hour after hour after hour. I was tired of falling behind on bills. I was tired of not being able to pay rent on time. So the disgust and the anger, that's what pushed me, and it motivated me on the days where I didn't feel like getting up, on the days where I wasn't sure if I could keep going with this thing. But I say, you know what? This is bigger than just me. So I can make excuses or I can make results. And when you have that mentality and you understand why it is that you're doing it, your why is going to push you through some of the toughest times that you will ever have in your life. But I guarantee you, if you push through and you push through and you push through and you get through it, the end result is always going to be a result in which you are happy about, which you are fulfilled about, right? So that's the first step, guys, is establishing and understanding your why. Now, step number 2 is actually just as important as step number 1, and that's going to be establishing some goals for yourself, right? Everybody comes in and we have a bunch of things that we want to do, right? But if you don't sit down and put it on a piece of paper, if you don't set that goal, it's going to be very hard for you to achieve something that you never actually set out to go and get. So you got to think of your goals like this. I always tell people, I just moved down to Florida, right? Now imagine I say, you know what? I want to drive back. I want to go back up to New York. I got a team building out in New York, right? We're like, hey, we're going to go back up to New York and we're going to drive up there and we're going to hit up a bunch of spots along the way, so on and so forth. Now imagine I got this idea that I'm going to drive to New York, but I never drove from Florida to New York before. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to do it, man. I'm just going to do it. Mike's up there in New York, and I'm like, hey, you know what? We're going to go visit Mike and see how he's doing and everything like that. And I just hit the road, but I never get the address, right? I don't know where I'm going. I never get Mike's address. I don't know where he lives. I don't even know the area he lives in. But I say, you know what? I just want to get to New York, man. Let's just get in the car and drive to New York. Well, one or two things is going to happen. Either number 1, it's going to take me a very long time to find Mike. Or number 2, I'm never going to find Mike. I'll end up in Canada somewhere, right? See, this is exactly how your goals work as well. A lot of people say that they want to achieve something, but they never sit down to set the GPS. They never sit down to dig deep and create the blueprint to actually get there. So without getting the goals down, and that's what your goal is to say, okay, look, if I want to make $10,000 a month, okay, well, it's one thing to say that I want to make $10,000 a month, but now how are you going to get there? See, without the goal to the destination, you can't set the GPS to tell you how it is that you're going to get there. So once you come in and you establish why it is that you're doing it, well, guess what we do now? We sit down, we look at our life, and we say, okay, this is where I want to be in the next 6 to 12 months. This is where I want to be in the next 2 to 5 years. Because once we write it down on a piece of paper, and say, write it down, make it plain and clear so that those who see it will run. Once I got the goal down and I'm excited about the goal and I understand the vision and the purpose of what it is that I'm doing, it'll be easier for me to go out there and paint that vision for other people as they're coming into the organization so that they can figure out how to do it themselves, right? So you got to sit down and you got to set the goal. And more importantly than just setting the goal, because we got the goals down, we set up the blueprint. Now it's time to put the action in, okay? So the action is very simple. Once the goal is set, now we say, okay, well, how do we get to that goal? Well, you got to look at every big business out there, right? See, you can't open up a McDonald's without ordering what? The burgers and fries. I could put a lot of money into a McDonald's and I can get excited about the fact that I just franchised out of McDonald's and I can say, hey, we're going to make $1 million this year. We're going to recoup our investment. But without me ordering my inventory, guess what? All of it is just talk. So the plan of action, the next step to do is, and this is where most people fail in our industry, the next step is going out there and saying, okay, where's my inventory? See, in network marketing, your network is your net worth, right? So people essentially are your inventory. If you don't have anyone to talk to, if you don't have anyone to expose in this business, if you don't have any kind of social media, then guess what? You just started a business with no inventory. And that is the fastest way to disaster in your business, right? Going financially bankrupt and just getting nowhere with this company. So what do you have to do? I want you to sit down and write on a sheet of paper. I want you to start thinking about, who do I know? Who do I know that can make a little extra income? Who do I know that already uses lotions and face washes? Who do I know that already travels? Who do I know that might be interested in making some more money or learning how to multiply their money in the financial markets? See, the thing with the list, where most people go wrong, is you start to think about, who do I think will do this? And see, that's not the question that you should be asking yourself. It's not, who do I think will do this? It's, who do I know will do this? Who do I know will get started? Who do I know already wants to get in shape and get nice and lean, right? Right? The lean green machine, you know what I'm saying, right? But who do I know that really wants to come in and take this thing serious? Now, obviously, there's two types of people that you want to recruit into My Daily Choice. Number one, you're going to have your customers. So you might want to make a list of saying, well, who do I know that uses these products already? Who do I know that uses products similar to this? I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are already promoting something and they're just not getting paid for it. So maybe you want to take the indirect customer approach, get somebody in, get them to enjoy and build that emotional attachment to a product to then say, hey, well, why don't you make money on the product that you already love? But then the other list could be, who do I know that's business-minded? Who do I know that has influence? Who do I know that's hungry and motivated just like me? And that could be your affiliate list, right? But regardless, guys, you guys want to build the list with intention. Go out there and put as many names on this list as possible and absolutely run it up. Now, the biggest thing, and we're going to wrap it up with this, guys, is to understand this, right? The worst thing that you can get in this industry is a no. And I want you guys to have the mentality and get just as excited about the no's as you do with the yeses. See, I always tell my people, when you're working with me, it's just very simple. When we go out, our job is not to recruit a bunch of people. I'm not a recruiter. I am a builder, right? And as I'm building, all I'm doing is I'm going out there and exposing. I'm exposing people to the opportunity that I have here and allowing them to make the decision for themselves of whether or not they want to do this. But again, it's not a game of recruiting. It's a game of exposing. Because the person that exposes the most amount of people will always win over the person that's focused on just recruiting 3 to 4 people a month. So you want to shift your paradigm, shift your mentality. I want you guys to focus on exposing and go for no. Because if somebody tells you no and you already expected them to say no, hey, listen, look, it's a brush off the shoulder. I already expected you to say that. I knew what your mentality was. But if you go for no and somebody says yes, then it's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I prejudged you, man. I'm sorry I prejudged you. I thought you wasn't going to do it, but welcome to the team. See, the mentality is different. You get more excited. And when you go for no, every no that you get gets you closer to a yes, guys. So it's very simple. I'm fired up. Welcome to the team. Let's run this thing up. Let's do what we got to do. 3 steps to success is very, very simple. You want to start with your why. You want to create your goals. And then you want to work on the plan of action. Go out there, build a list, and let's get it. It's your boy Rico. I'm out. Peace.